Well, thank you for allowing me to come
Keep going.
and speak. I really find this subject very passionate and is something that I have been involved with 6 times of me moving around at college.
Wow, you move a lot.
Yes, I do move a lot because for different reasons, and some of those reasons are of the following. But first, imagine that you just graduated high school, or you just returned from a mission, or you're about to come back to conquer another semester. You probably asked yourself this question: where should I live? As it is a vital part of your college career. It involves who you are around, who you are with, and it can really set the semester to be a great one, a mediocre one, or a poor one. And so the question that you've asked me to address is, why do people live where they do? And I've come up with 5 different reasons why people live where they do. And this is really important for y'all as managers of a housing complex. What appeals to the students that want to come live here, so that you can target them and address their needs, so that you can sell as many contracts as you can and make the most revenue as you possibly can, because you're not gonna get money from empty rooms and empty beds. You want them all filled every semester, I imagine. And so one of the reasons is a new start. That is one of the reasons people move to where they do. Either they had a bad experience at another complex or with people, and they just want to start over. This is like them coming back and recreating who they are. The second one is location. Some people really like to be close to campus. Some like to not feel like they're living on campus, so they live far away. It's all a personal preference on location. The second option is price. Price is really vital, because if it's too expensive, people aren't wanting to live there. If they're just making it buy to buy on a paycheck to paycheck, especially as poor college students who maybe don't even have enough to eat every semester, who are really trying to work their hardest to get it. They want to live somewhere where it's affordable for them. And we have friends. And that is, I think, one of the main reasons people move around, is they want to be who they know. They want to be by people they like to be around, and they want to be around people that have that same emotion and like that excitement as they do. So that's why another reason they move. And the last one is the quality of living, or brand new complex. People are attracted to the new complex. Like, this is why I was attracted here, because I wanted that new start, and it was brand new, so I could make a complete new start.
But it doesn't sound like it worked how you wanted it to.
No, not exactly, but there's my reasons for that, and I've told a few of you why I'm leaving. And so the first one I'm going to talk about is a new start. Going into that, I had a really rough time over the summer. I called off an engagement, and my roommate, and my roommate who I was rooming with while I was engaged is now dating my fiance, and we were planning on being roommates this semester. But obviously, I can't be roommates with someone who's dating my ex-fiance.
Yes.
So I moved for that reason, so that I could have a fresh new start, restart, get new friends, and just rebuild my life the way I want it to be without that negative influence. And so there's one reason for a restart, and I hear many other students having that same experience where they're like, the people were bad, the management were bad, I just need to get out and move on. The next reason is location. A lot of my friends moved to certain places for the location. In my poll that I gave, most of them said they moved to where they did because of the location. They want to be closer to their classes, and they pick the apartment complexes surrounding campus. So for that reason, I think that's why this location is prime spot for Cedars, because you have this great location right next to the gym, right next to the stadium, and it's really great to get around.
Location is good for us, that's for sure.
Yes, very lucky in getting this spot. And then the next part is price. And this just depends on where you go. I have a lot of friends who can't afford to live places anymore. And so if they want to live there, they have to go out and recruit people, or like a lot of apartment complexes do this. If you refer a friend, you get $100 off your contract, or things like that. And the more people you refer, the more deduction you get. so that's what I've had a few friends do so they can live where they want to live. And for me, I moved because of price once because I lived at one place and I saw the price at another place was just $100 more, but the quality of living was so much better. And so I made that adjustment for one of my many moves up here. And so another reason is friends. And I have a cool story about some of my personal friends. So they were all living, so these 4 boys were living at this apartment complex. And 2 of them went down to make sure they had a contract for the next semester. When they got down to the office, they said, no, you don't have a contract and we're already full.
Oh no.
And so they had to go and find a new place to live. And they went to this place that one of them had already lived before. It was pretty decent and nice. And the other 2 roommates were like, well, if you're moving, we're not going to live here too. And so they moved over there with them so they could all still be roommates together. Which I think is like, it shows how important friends
it is, because it's like your family away from home, and you can have good experiences or bad experiences.
Yeah, you can feel completely happy or you can feel completely alone by being with people. And I think that's why a lot of people move to where they do is for those friends in that relationship, because you want to create an environment that's friendly and like not just your apartment is involved, but you want to make sure everyone's involved with each other, because you never know who's like right next door, like wanting to like hang out, but their roommates are just homebodies or things like that. You know, like there's a lot of people who want to be involved, and so that's why people live where they do. Because I know at Windsor they do activities every month where they invite everyone, and summer they have a carnival. They do a lot of things like that, and I hear of a lot of other complexes throwing like parties like North Point, and here we did the clothing swap and March Madness and just things like that to really involve the apartments to come together to get to know more people. And then the quality of living is the last one. And this one is important because you don't want to live somewhere that's been here since Rick's College was still Rick's College, where it's so old that you can smell it, I guess is a good way to put it. My parents, when they lived up here,
I know the Normandy's a pretty good location, but
yeah, good location, but when compared to like quality of living of like Birch or the next door here, Cedars, like this one's going to be more appealing because it is the newer and the quality of living is higher. And so that's why people are steered towards higher places like here and the other newer places going up, because of that appeal, that it's brand new, no one's really lived there yet, and that is what really appeals to people. And a current resident said this: it's super clean, nice gym close to campus, only have to share a bathroom with one person, and she loves this. And she especially loves the giant tubs in Cedars. That is why she moved here, because she loves baths, and it's just so fun for that. And so those are the 5 reasons why people move to where they do. They want to either be with those friends, they want quality of living, price, location, or just a new start, like I did coming here.
Okay. So how do you recommend we work on those 5 areas?
I think definitely appealing to that. Maybe like when you do advertisements or mailers.
Do you have some suggestions?
Do like new start the Cedar, like have a new start the Cedars way, and then like that semester when people come, like you give them an individual tour and show them how to sign up for the amenities and just really help them understand the experience. Because there's a lot of people that aren't going to move here, like aren't going to come visit here until they see it, and so like giving them
a virtual tour, but then also an in-person tour. Okay,
that might show the quality.
What about for the other 4?
The other 4 for the second one is location, I believe. I'm still working. So location, you just wonderful like where you're at, and just make sure like on Google Maps you are showing up. I know when I research Cedars women, it's not popping up as much as it has for the men, probably because men has been Willows and it's been around a little longer. But
so the men is showing up?
Men's housing is showing up, but and then Cedars just says Cedars, and you're not sure like which one's which sometimes. So I think definitely letting Google know like this is where we're at. And so when people like Google Cedars, like this is what pops up. That'd be a good one for location.
Mm-hmm.
And then for price, maybe adding like that discount for like that one friend of mine did.
So a competition or a, no more discount, right?
Yeah, because this is one of the most expensive places to live right now.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had to sell my contract for almost $200 less, so that people would even look at it.
For spring semester.
And so the price might be too high right now for people, but I think if like for current residents that come back, like give them that gratuity of like locking it in by lowering it just a bit. And I think that will help you have longer term residents that can afford it for longer.
All right, so new start, location, money.
And then friends, just making sure there's plenty of activities to involve everyone and trying to help people be able to room with their friends.
So what's an example of an activity of the ones you've heard about? You liked our swap, but you've mentioned some others.
Mm-hmm.
How often should we have them? What type of thing? What do you?
A few options could be like like an outdoor movie. Like we have the whole amphitheater out there with the in the courtyard by the pools, where you can have everyone like in the summer bring out like blankets or whatever they want, and just on the side, like just hang up a big screen, have an outdoor movie right there, because that gets really dark really fast. So you can start it even earlier, which would be quite neat to have an outdoor courtyard movie in the summer. And so there's one activity. And then you could even invite like Cedars residents to bring their friends to that one, and so they can experience Cedars, so that they can maybe want to move here the next semester with them.
Okay, your last one.
And the last one is quality of living. Just make sure everything's always clean, like it already has been. Like clean checks are great every other week. And
so if you had to order these 5, which one's the one that we do best, and which one's the one that we need to work the most on?
I think quality of living and location are your top 2 right now. Friends is getting there, because people want to live in a new place with their new friends.
Right.
And the last one is
get money and new start.
The new start, and then
the price is too high.
The price is a bit too high.
So where we should probably start first is with our price and offering some reasons, and then so get them with the price and the come for a new start. They're already going to consider us for location and the quality, but bringing us friends. And all right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.